And a warm welcome to Newsplus on Viewer Television. My name is Phillips Liban. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari says the $2.5 billion Dangote fertilizer plant in Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos will boost Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings and accelerate economic growth. The president spoke on Tuesday while inaugurating the 3 million metric tons per annum urea production plant. According to him, the establishment of the plant demonstrates the commitment of Dangote Industries Limited to the socio-economic development of the country and the well-being of Nigerians. The president expressed optimism that the investment in the plant will replicate the group's earlier experience in the cement sector, where it had become a leading name in Nigeria and across the African continent. And on COVID-19, the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 has lifted pre-travel testing requirements for COVID-19 vaccinated Nigerians and visitors. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman PSC on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa in Abuja, said the revised international travel protocols will take effect from April 4, 2022. According to Mustafa, inbound passengers arriving in Nigeria will no longer be required to take a pre-departure PCR COVID-19 test. He said on arrival for fully vaccinated passengers, a sample will be taken at the airport for rapid antigen test by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control within the arrival hall of all the country's point of entries and airports.
19 PCR tests 48 hours before departure from any location on the globe, and do a day 2 and a day 7 test on arrival. Such passengers will be expected to pay for their PCR tests through the travel platform. 4, fully vaccinated passengers will not be charged for arrival rapid antigen tests at the airport. 5, rules that apply to fully vaccinated adults also apply to children aged 10 to 18. They will not be required to have a pre-arrival PCR test, but will have a sample taken at the arrival hall, but not to be charged. 6, all passengers traveling out of Nigeria are encouraged to be fully vaccinated and to fully comply with the COVID-19 protocols and requirements in their country of destination.
And on electoral amendments, the Nigerian Senate is to debate the ruling of all Abia State High Court ordering the deletion of Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act, over which the Senate had taken a decision recently. The upcoming debate is equal to a point of order raised by Senator Thompson Sakibo, representing River East Senatorial District, on the said matter. Here's the report.
Senator Sakibo, who came under Orders 10 and 11 of the Senate Standing Rule, urged Parliament to treat the matter with a sense of urgency and debate it immediately. The contested Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act reads that no political appointee at any level shall be a voting delegate or be voted for at the convention or congress of any political party for the purpose of any nomination of candidates for election.
Because of a judgment that was delivered in Abia State, I think just last week, that's why I'm coming with this order. I don't have anything against the judge, but Mr. President, the difference, what the man is relying on in his judgment is not the interpretation of the Constitution. The Constitution defines for us who is a civil servant and who is a public servant. It does not include political appointees. It does not. More so, Section 4 gives us the power to make good laws. And in our mind and our mindset, any law we are making here is a good law.
This Senate, here and now, look into the issue concerning the ouster, the attempt by the court in Abia State to oust some sections of the bill we just passed into law concerning the issues surrounding the public servants in politics and who want to run elections and all issues thereto. I second it and ask that this Senate discuss it here and now. Thank you so much.
However, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Ovi Omo Agege, who presided over Tuesday's plenary, suggested the lawmakers delay the debate until Wednesday's legislative session. This is to accommodate the Senate President, Ahmed Lawa, and other lawmakers who were absent to participate in the debate. Listening to the various contributions, Omo Agege resolved to suspend the debate until Wednesday's plenary.
The reason I took this decision is because I want a fuller house. I want a fuller house for this debate because this matter is very, very fundamental and it will be good to have the input of all senators. And I'm not sure that people had notice. I'm not sure that people were privy to the fact that these discussions will arise this morning. So I think it's in the best interest of this chamber that we give all of our colleagues, or as many of our colleagues as possible, the opportunity to show up tomorrow and make their input. That is the reason for the decision. Thank you very much.
Recall that the Federal High Court sitting in Abia State had ordered the Attorney General of the Federation to delete the contentious clause from the body of the Electoral Act 2022. This judgment comes less than 2 weeks after another judge of the Abuja division of the same court, Inyang Ekwo, barred President Buhari, the Attorney General of the Federation, and the National Assembly from tampering with the newly amended Electoral Act 2022.
And on health sector, the bill to establish a federal medical center, which was sponsored by a member representing the Gema Boni Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Farah Dagogu, has been passed into law. The passage followed a report by the House Committee on Health Institution, which was laid for the consideration on 1st February 2022. At the Committee of the Whole chaired by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Idris Wase, the House scrutinized and considered the section, scheduled an explanatory memorandum where further amendments were effected. The bill was later adopted at the resumed sitting of the House when it was put up for third reading. The bill got a resounding approvals and subsequently passed into law. The House of Representatives has urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to reinforce the use of coins as a legal tender and ensure that banks comply with the use of coins to the fullest. This followed a point of order by Representative Muda Umar on Tuesday's plenary noted that on February 28, 2007, as part of the economic reforms under the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, 5 Naira, 20 Naira, 10 Naira, 5 Naira banknotes were reissued with new designs as well as the coining of 1 Naira and 50 Kobo, while a new 2 Naira coin was introduced. The lawmaker also noted that despite the huge budgetary sum that was expended by the federal government in the production of coins as part of the legal tender, the said coins seems to be extinct at the moment. He was worried that while other countries make use of coins for their daily financial transactions, the Nigerian coins comprising of 50 kobo, 1 naira and 2 naira have not been fully utilized in the regards.
Have resulted in prices being summed up to the nearest naira equivalent a situation that can best be described as inflation in economic terms. The House worried that while other countries make use of coins for their daily financial transactions, the Nigerian coins comprising 50 kobo, 1 naira, 2 naira have not been fully utilized in that regard. The House believes that injecting lower denominations and coins into the economy will go a long way in curbing price inflation and stabilizing the economy.
And on politics, thousands of youths rally around major streets of Bauchi metropolis to show their total support to Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, the presidential aspirant of the All Progressive Congress, ahead of the 2023 general elections. The youth, who come from all 20 local government areas of the state, say they believe Yahaya Bello's mission to rescue Nigeria is the way forward to bring solutions to some of the major problems the youths are currently facing. Awal Hassan from Bauchi tells us more on the story.
Vehicular movement held off for several hours in Bauchi on Saturday, when thousands of youth stormed the major street, rallying support for the presidential aspiration of Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello.
The time I went to the Kogi, I have seen many development and achievement he brings. So that is why if he comes to the president of Nigeria, I know that he will bring more opportunities like employment to the citizens and development. That is why I see that me, I'm from Bauchi. I'm supporting him, and also I will bring all my capacity and ability in order to vote him to be the president of Nigeria.
Abin da ya ban sha'awa saboda na ga matashi ne na matasa kuma mun fito kwanmu da kwarkwatan mu mun kuma fara da bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
These youths express their readiness to support Yahaya Bello because they believe he has all the capacity to lead Nigeria.
He will bring solution to some of many problems that we have in Nigeria. For example, I'm a student. He will bring solution for the ASU strike.
Abin da yasa muke bukatan canji, muna son matasanmu wannan shaye-shaye da sara suka da fada-fadan da suke yin nan duk su daina shi.
Insha Allah idan ya hau muna tunanin Najeriya za ta zama kamar kasashen Turai da suka samu ci gaba ba wahala ba talauci ba kuncin rayuwa gaskiya har ga Allah.
They say there is no going back.
Me, I'm in Bauchi State. I'm supporting him 100%, and even my friends. Anyway, if I find myself, I used to advertise him because he is a good person and he have a good vision.
Kowa na da hankali, kuma kowa ya san abin da ya faru a baya, abin da ya kamata mu dauki damara, abin da za mu gani na ci gaban mu na gaba.
Kuma kaga wannan bawan Allah matashi shi dai taimaka mana kuma shi dai rufa mana asiri kuma Allah zai rufa mana asiri.
The Chief of Staff to the Kogi State Governor Abdul Karim Asuku, who led other invited government officials to the rally, assured the youth that his principal will surely heed their calls and address them very soon. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
The Plateau State House of Assembly has declared the seat of the immediate past Speaker of the House, Honorable Abok Ayuba, vacant following his defection to the main opposition's People's Democratic Party, PDP. The decision was taken during the plenary that took place at temporary chamber of the House in Jos. Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Yakubu Sanda, who presided over the plenary, said the decision of the House followed a letter from the Plateau State chapter of the All Progressive Congress, urging the Speaker to declare Abok's seat vacant following his defection from the APC to the PDP, contrary to Section 109, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution. The House has also declared the seat of the immediate past member representing Iregwe Rukuba State Constituency, Honorable Musa Aga, who won the Jos North Bassa Federal Constituency by election, vacant. Still on politics, Abdrazak Namdas has said that he will re-establish Skills Acquisition Center introduced by former Governor Murtala Nyako across the 21 local governments of Adamawa State if elected as governor in 2023 general elections. Namdas, who is touring local governments to meet with delegates of the All Progressive Congress ahead of the party's primaries elections, said that only the way to achieve peace and development is to ensure that the youth are meaningfully engaged. The lawmaker, who is representing Ganye Jada Tongo and Mayo Belwa in the House of Representatives, assured party officials in Song, Gere, and Yola North local governments of his resolve to ensure that women and youth take center stage on his programs.
I've been with them for several years. You know, I have been in this job for several times. From 1999 till date, this is the only job we know. And I know a lot of them. This time, by the grace of God, I will be the one that will fly the ticket of APC, by the grace of God. And I have that confidence that they will give me. And if not confidence, why should I be moving? Because I know when you are seeking for office, you need to talk to people. You don't come to them in their house, you go to their places. And I've been visiting them right inside their local governments.
Namdas and his team have so far visited 9 out of the 21 local governments of the state in continuation of his meeting and consultation with delegates and party officials. Now, a member representing Kanke constituency in Plateau State House of Assembly and Chairman House Committee on Finance and Deputy Majority Leader of the House, Barrister Walok Goma, has empowered 500 people cutting across women and youth with sewing, water pump machines, grinding machines, and cash donations. Nasri Saidu was at Kanke Local Government Secretariat and announced in the report.
Moved by the increasing economic hardship of his people, Barrister Walok Goma, member representing Kanke constituency in Plateau State House of Assembly, empowers 500 people in his constituency with items including cash donations to alleviate the economic conditions. Stakeholders in politics, traditional rulers commended Barrister Walok for his selfless leadership style.
Honorable Philip Walok Goma is a vibrant member of the 9th Assembly, and he is somebody who, from 2019 to today, has done remarkably very well on the floor of the House. He has a lot of private member bills in his honor. He has a lot of motions that has impacted very well. The Executive Governor of Plateau State, Right Honorable Simon Bakola Long, has made a policy statement that all hands should be on deck within this 2022 fiscal year, that we should be able to take over 10,000 people off the streets so that they can be fully engaged. And I think this is remarkable because the honorable member representing Kanke State constituency has keyed into that philosophy. And you can see the mood on the people, how they are jubilating.
This is practically democracy at work. I must really commend him for doing a great job, for having it in mind to empower his people. And I am very sure this will go a long way in taking many youths off the streets.
Since the inception of this Kanke local government, we've never seen this. This is the first time.
Beneficiaries of the empowerment program thank Barrister Walok for coming to their aid.
Barrister Walok Philip Goma has paid scholarship to more than 100 students. And I felt as a student and as a citizen of this great country, I should also be able to say or speak good of people like him.
We House members, the yawa. Amma ba wanda ya taba yin abinda Walok yayi a yau dinnan da muka gani a Kanke.
So the essence of government is to create opportunities for people to be able to grow, to actualize self-determination in terms of economic well-being. This is a portion of our constituency project. And for the year 2021, we have need of classroom blocks in certain places. We have done 2 of that for the year 2021. Of course, 2020 has passed. We have done a Golcombe Bridge and another classroom block. So this is what we will continue to do.
This is one of the many intervention projects by Barrister Walok since his assumption in office. The empowerment program hopes to improve the livelihood of his people. Nasru Saidu, VOA TV News, Jos.
Still on politics, as the All Progressive Congress, APC, sets to conduct its national convention slated for 26 March, Coalition of All Progressive Congress Northeast Youth Vanguard enforces the candidature of Honorable Rinshola Abiola as the party's national youth leader. Leader of the group and convener of the coalition, Abdullahi Ibrahim, who briefed the press at the APC Secretariat in Bauchi on their intentions, says the endorsement became necessary considering her wealth of experience as well as her distinguished sacrifices to the ruling party, which he says will help in bringing more women to support the party. Our Bauchi State correspondent, Awal Hassan, has more on that.
At the moment when the All Progressive Congress APC National Convention is fast approaching, Many party members, especially the youth, are optimistic about supporting people whom they believe are capable of giving good leadership that will restore the glory of the party. In Bauchi State, however, coalition of APC Northeast Youth Vanguard registered their support to daughter of late MKO Abiola, Honorable Rinsola Abiola, as the party national youth leader.
As you are aware, Honorable Rinsola Abiola, she was a former SSA on youth to the former Speaker of the House of Representatives. She's a grassroots politician, one of the youth who have promoted the values and norms of the All Progressive Congress in Nigeria. She has represented the youth of this country at various functions, both in Nigeria and diaspora. She is capable to lead the position of the national youth leader of our great party, bringing a wealth of experience.
The youth believe that her vast knowledge and wealth of experience in politics will help for the growth and development of the party, especially in the area of bringing more women on board.
She's very familiar and very in touch with the women in the grassroots. And I am very sure that once she gets this office, she's going back to strengthen the growth and development of the grassroots. She will bring women together. She will mobilize women together. She will also create an conducive environment where women too can come into politics to contribute their own quota to national development.
The coalition urged party stakeholders to give all the necessary support and cooperation for the woman to emerge as a national youth leader. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
Also ahead of the 2023 general elections, former Senate President Bukola Saraki meets two governors of Bauchi, Bala Muhammad, and that of Sokoto Aminu Tambuwal to see the possibilities of reaching a consensus for the People's Democratic Party to produce one presidential aspirant amongst them. Briefing journalists after the consultative meeting in Bauchi, Bukola Saraki unravels strategies by the party. Our viewer correspondent again, Awal Hassan, completes the report.
Three presidential aspirants, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, Bauchi State Governor Bala Muhammad, and his Sokoto State counterpart Aminu Tambuwal had this consultative meeting to map out strategies towards ensuring that PDP wins the 2023 presidency in Bauchi State. Briefing pressmen after the meeting, Dr. Bukola Saraki says they had agreed to reach a consensus among them to produce one presidential candidate that will rescue Nigeria from imminent collapse under the ruling All Progressive Congress APC.
We believe that the three of us that are working together harmoniously, committed, and with a lot of reserve energy, there will be a great hope for this country going ahead. We appreciate that three of us are shown aspiration to lead this country. But we also come to realize that we're all capable, competent, and fit to lead this country. At the end of the day, there's only one person that will lead this country in 2023. And we also resolve that we're going to work closely together to ensure that we'll come out with a way that a consensus arrangement will come among the three of us about going forward.
Saraki says their major concern is the unity and progress of Nigeria, hence the need to collaborate and rescue the people and restore the hopes of the party.
For 2023 ahead of us, trying to rescue this country, the unity of the country, the stability of the country, and the growth of the country is more important than individual ambitions.
Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was not part of this meeting, although he is a critical stakeholder in the party and most of the PDP aspirants come from the northern part of the country.
We cannot speak on behalf of anybody who is not here, but we've agreed to go and share our thoughts with our elder brother, the Waziri, to let him know, and I'm sure, I'm hopeful, and I cannot speak when we speak to him and share our thoughts, then we'll be able to comment on that area.
The meeting has in attendance former Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Mahdi Aliyu, and his Bauchi State counterpart, Senator Baba Taylor, among other party stakeholders. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi. Three presidential...
The chairman of Bukola Saraki for President advocacy team, Professor Yoruwose Hagar, attributes current hardship Nigerians are going through to the failure of the All Progressive Congress government under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari. Professor Haga, who stated this while speaking to journalists after meeting with the leadership of People's Democratic Party in Bauchi, says the present government has inflicted hardship on Nigerians for 7 years. Awal Hassan from Bauchi again tells us more.
The Bukola Saraki for President Advocacy team, led by Professor Haga, was at Bauchi State People's Democratic Party PDP Secretariat to meet with party leadership for contact. However, shortly after the meeting, leader of the team briefs the press where he challenges the current administration of APC under President Muhammadu Buhari.
APC has ruined Nigeria. Nobody is happy today. And the worst thing about the matter is that when the citizens are not happy and they want to complain, the APC government then blames them. And blames the victim and tells the victim that you are the ones trying to create trouble.
He says for 7 years now since 2015, APC has been making promises to Nigerians, but without a corresponding action.
Nigeria is in chaos. The PDP that is to take over cannot take over in confusion. The PDP is reading the mood of the nation, and the mood of the nation is Nigerians do not want a southern president or a northern president. Nigeria wants a competent president, somebody who will unite us, somebody who will improve the economy, somebody who will protect us from being killed in our homes.
According to him, the time has come for Nigerians to elect a leader who will unite and wipe away their tears and make Nigeria a great nation. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi. The Bukola Saraki.
And that's all on Newsplus. Thank you for your company. My name is Phillips Livin. Have a great day.
Full of innuendos and lies and misinformation. And we cannot at every turn address such things. As important as this is, full of innuendos and lies and misinformation. And we cannot at every turn address such things.